Hello, how are you? This is Evan with GoshJohnBlog.com, and today we're going to talk about this week's top streamed originals across the platforms like Netflix and stuff like that. On Netflix, the film that's being top streamed this week is The Wrong Paris. In TV and Netflix, it's Beauty in Black. Now, how do they have TV and movie? Is the TV's got to be a series, right? See, like when I was younger, we didn't have like binge watching. We had to wait a week to be continued next week. When you're watching like Wonder Woman or the Hulk, to be continued, you had to wait a whole week. But now you can just binge watch Beauty in Black, and how many hours of your life are gone after that? So in film, on top streamed films of the week, this week's top streamed originals are Zack Snyder, Justice League on HBO Max. Sounds like DC Comics. And Disney Plus, it's Luca. Prime Video, The Map That Leads to You. Now, I did a review of this movie, and this is one popular movie. And I watched 30 minutes of it and almost barfed. So you can read my review of it. I did not like it. But I'm not supposed to like it. Somebody else will like it. I don't know. The Map That Leads to You. Thumbs down. Paramount Plus. Finest Kind of Paramount Plus. On Hulu, Prey. I think I would want to watch that one for sure. Prey sounds really interesting. If I'm not mistaken, it's like Predator series, right? Film. Apple TV Plus, Highest to Lowest. Peacock, Praise This. All right, for TV, for this week's top streamed originals on TV, Netflix, Beauty in Black. HBO Max, The Pit, with 2 T's, The Pit. Disney Plus, Andor, never watched that. Kind of want to, never watched it. Andor. Prime Video, The Girlfriend, I don't think I'm going to watch that one. Doesn't appeal to me. I saw the preview. I don't want to watch that one. That seems like it's been done before, Some of these movies just blatantly are like, this has been done before. You want to watch it again? And they put all this money into it, and it's just absurd the way they do things. As if there's some formula to try to entertain us in Hollywood, right? I mean, imagine, it's The Girlfriend, so that means it's like a bad girlfriend, right? I mean, that's what it means. It should be called The Bad Girlfriend, because you already know the plot. It's just, don't you? Come on. Oh, shit. Paramount Plus, NCIS, Tony and Ziva. NCIS is never going away, ever. CSI, NCIS, they're going to keep pumping that out forever. Doesn't look interesting to me. I'd rather watch old CSI shows from New York. Those are the best. Miami, okay. New York's the best one. When you watch the New York CSI ones, or the NCIS, CSI. NCIS might be different than what I'm thinking, but probably similar. Hulu, Only Murders in the Building. Apple TV Plus, The Morning Show. Peacock, Days of Our Lives. Days of Our Lives? They really come up with some bad ideas. All right, this is how last week's releases are stacking up, because I know you want to know. The 77th Emmy Awards, CBS Paramount Plus, brought in 7.4 million viewers on Sunday night, according to Nielsen, up 8% from last year's ceremony. The Wrong Paris, Netflix, most watched streaming movie this week with 2.7 million views over its debut weekend. Unluminate. That's where they get their data. The Girlfriend scored 2.2 million season views and 10.8 million hours streamed in week 1. A strong debut for Prime, on par with The Summer I Turned Pretty. Do I want to watch that one, The Summer I Turned Pretty? Not. It's a season of that. You get a season of these crazy ideas. The Girlfriend, The Summer I Turned Pretty. You get a whole season to binge. Isn't that nice? 10 million hours of your life are gone from all those people. on The Summer I Turned Pretty, it was season 1, 2.2 million season views and 11.8 million hours. Gone. Can't get those back. Beauty in Black, Netflix. Tyler Perry's series was the most streamed series of the week. Season 2 opened big with 3.1 million views and 21.2 million hours streamed in week 1, beating season 1's opening numbers. Beauty in Black seems like a big deal. Tyler Perry. AKA Charlie Sheen, Netflix. A surprisingly large opening for the 2-episode docuseries, pulling in 6.8 million season views in 1 week. Much stronger than Beckham's debut. All right, I would watch that. AKA Charlie Sheen, give me a break. I'd watch that in a second. So apparently, AKA Charlie Sheen is winning over all these other ones. It's winning. 6.8 million season views. Everybody wants to know about Charlie Sheen in 1 week. In week 1. So now you know what to watch. AKA Charlie Sheen on Netflix is the one to watch. The other stuff, forget it. I'm just kidding, man. You can watch whatever you want. You know what's so interesting about the Kimmel controversy is that the FCC is talking. The FCC chairman. When does the FCC chairman ever talk? There's Instagram, there's YouTube, there's like disgusting things being thrown here and there. When do you ever hear the FCC talking? Oh, when Jimmy Kimmel opens his mouth. That's weird. All of a sudden he's talking because of Jimmy Kimmel. It just sparked. He's like, I'll just start talking now. After all this disgusting things being broadcasted on YouTube and nothing. You hear nothing. You just, every time you put your Instagram on, you're like, gross, you know. Nothing. Until Jimmy Kimmel talks. It's pretty sad. Stupid. A lot of the stuff in the news I can't take. It's just kind of crazy. That's why I watch movies. Oh, film development. You want to know what A24 is making? It's making a comedy called Jaunty, starring Jesse Plemons and Cole Escola. Okay, A24 isn't bad. That's a good studio to follow. Nothing very interesting here, though. So whenever anybody says, oh, you know, Hollywood's over, just remember that I have lots of information here where they're making new shows all the time. So there's nothing over with Hollywood. Nothing. It keeps going and going. Cracks me up. Tulsa King, season 3 of the crime drama starring Sylvester Stallone. I would watch that one. Black Rabbit on Netflix, crime thriller miniseries starring Jude Law and Jason Bateman. Okay, maybe. Reasonable Doubt, Hulu, season 3 of legal drama. Okay. There's an Anaconda film with Paul Rudd and Jack Black. That's really interesting. Dakota Fanning is in I guess a movie called Vicious. And there's Last Frontier on Apple TV+. You can't keep up with all the streaming platforms. Like, it's just too much. Like, you're gonna, you know, pay for all these streaming platforms that go broke. No, thank you. You have to pick and choose, or you have to get like some sort of like machine from like a little box from China, and it'll like crack all of it. You know, like hack all of it. That's what you need to do. Get one of those fancy hacking boxes from China on Amazon, so you can watch everything. All right. Well, that's the news. Aren't you glad you now know what's going on? I'm so happy that you do. Thanks for tuning in. You're the best. Follow, like, share, tip. Help me out. You know what I'm saying? Yours. Later.